Hi guys and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking. And DC Fandom give its full list of guests that will be appearing on August 22nd and 23rd for the 24-hour virtual event. Plus there's some guests that we don't know of, but we'll find out on the day. But one guest that got people excited and very interested was Val Kilmer. Now Val Kilmer portrayed Batman Bruce Wayne in the 1994 Batman Forever film, the highest grossing film of that year, and recently celebrated its 25th anniversary. And also sadly, Joel Schumacher, the director, sadly passed away. But the hashtag release the Schumacher cut movement has been gaining momentum, gaining popularity over the last number of months. Even in its first trending event, trended over 12,000 tweets, and it's continuing to do some more work and get noticed even more. Now, Val Kilmer over the years hasn't really been acting as much as he did back in maybe the 80s and the 90s and the early 2000s. Of course, he got throat cancer and he believed that he would be able to heal himself. And he has kind of healed himself. He is getting better and better, but his voice isn't what it was. He can talk, but he kind of struggles to talk at times. But he will appear at DC Fandom, and this has got people very interested in thinking, is hashtag release the Schumacher cut going to happen sooner than people thought? Is he there to announce the film? Now, me personally, I wouldn't get our hopes up too much. It is a possibility, of course, but he's going to be there, I presume, to talk about Batman Forever and the 25th anniversary. But him and Joel Schumacher didn't get on that much when they were making the film. They didn't have the best relationship, but that was a long time ago, and I'm sure with Joel Schumacher's passing, I'm sure Val doesn't hold any grudges. I'm sure he would talk fondly of Joel, and I think he would talk about something special that they did, which was the highest grossing film of that year and is many fans' favourite Batman film. And they love Jim Carrey, they love Tommy Lee Jones, they love Val as Batman. And me, when I watch Batman Forever, I think it's a missed opportunity that we didn't get more of Val in the role. I think he was a brilliant Bruce Wayne, a very, very good Batman, and I think with more of a darker script and more seriousness of a story, he could have been one of the best Batmans of all time. But that's exactly what the Schumacher cut is. It's 40 minutes of unseen footage in a different context than the one that we seen back in 1994. The way it's shot, the way those scenes come together, the way that they change the tone would overall change the tone and the feeling of the film. And fans want to see that Joel Schumacher cut of the film, and I'm one of them. I want to see it. I believe in artistic integrity. I believe that if you supported the Schneider Cut movement and you support the Air Cut movement, you don't necessarily have to support the Schumacher cut. But I think it's very hypocritical if you talk ill of it, if you make fun of it, if you kind of troll it per se. Now, I've said this on Twitter before and people have come at me, but I really think it is hypocritical. Because if you supported Zack Snyder's vision, David Ayer's vision, but then you shit on Joel Schumacher's vision, or you shit on the Schumacher cut movement, then that is hypocritical. You don't have to support it, you don't have to tweet about it, you don't have to share images, you don't have to do all that stuff like you did with the Schneider cut movement, but you should support it in the sense, yeah, I'm not interested in the film, but yeah, go ahead, do it, support it. I hope it gets released, but I'm not interested in it. That's like the way the mentality should be for it. Because if you just shit on that, if you just say, no, it doesn't matter, it doesn't exist, there's no point, then isn't that what the haters of the Schneider Cut movement said? Isn't that what the haters of the Air Cut movement are now saying? Why would you want to be in the same echo as those people? The people who made fun of you for supporting the Schneider Cut movement. That's why I think it's a little bit of hypocritical. If you do troll, if you do talk ill of it. But anyways, the Joel Schumacher cut is darker. It has more scenes of the Riddler. It has more scenes of Two-Face. It has a different tone. It adds more scenes to it. There's more Batman in it. There's more Chase in it. It's a different story. It's told in a darker way. Context is absolutely everything. A scene here, a scene there, a longer scene there can make a huge difference for a film. Just look at Batman vs Superman: The Ultimate Edition. It's like two completely different films. Now, the Joel Schumacher movement, there's many pages out there. You got Schumacher Cut RT or Release the Schumacher Cut. There's a few Twitter pages of it, and they have organised events with a few other people who are organising it, and I've been sharing it also. But August 10th is the next day that they want to trend. Now, Val Kilmer will be at DC Fandom, and is it to release the Schumacher Cut? Who knows? But August 10th is the next day for their trend. July 27th was the last one. It got over 12,000 tweets. I think it's very good, very strong for its first time trying to trend, trying to make an impact, and it did very well. You know, it made an impact. It got people talking. It got discussed. It educated people. There was articles made about it, and more things are happening every day. More discussion, more followers are coming into it, and it's great to see. But Monday, August 10th is a day that they want to trend with hashtag release the Schumacher cut, but also trend with another hashtag, and that's Val Kilmer forever. We have huge appreciation for Val Kilmer as Batman, so the Schumacher cut movement would greatly appreciate your involvement and your discussion, your opinion, to get more people educated, to trend, and to show appreciation for Val Kilmer. So we're hoping at DC Fandom that the film will be announced and it will be on its way. But hashtag Val Kilmer forever is what we want to get trend as also. We want to show our appreciation to Val Kilmer's Batman. Let's make our voices be heard by sharing images, tweets, GIFs, and videos using hashtag release the Schumacher cut. And now, the last time this was done, it trended, it did well, it got a discussion going, and hopefully this time the same happens. So hashtag release the Schumacher cut, hashtag Val Kilmer forever are the tweets, are the hashtags that we want to get going on August 10th. Now, it depends where you are in the world. I don't know where you are. Comment below, let me know. For me, it's 5 p.m. here, so that's a nice time, to start tweeting on a Monday. And then other places, you got Japan, 1 a.m., Mexico, 11 a.m., Brazil, 13 hours. I don't know what way they do time there, but and then 9 a.m. in the morning for America, whatever side of America you're on. So hopefully these times work, hopefully it takes off, and hopefully another discussion happens. I think it's great when articles like comicbook.com or Variety do articles about this, because it educates more people. And look, Batman Forever is a good film. I still watch the theatrical version of that film and I get huge enjoyment of it. I really do like it. Jim Carrey is absolutely brilliant in that role. But is Val Kilmer going to be the one who announces it? Would it be romantic if he was the one to do it? Even though him and Joel didn't have the best working relationship at the time. I know Jim Carrey worked with Joel Schumacher a few times, and the two of them had a very, very good relationship. So maybe Jim Carrey, even with the popularity that he has on social media and just overall love from fans, maybe Jim Carrey announcing it would be the right way to do it. And maybe Jim Carrey will be at DC Fandom. We don't know, because it says and many more. So there's more surprises going to happen at DC Fandom of guests that we didn't know were going to be there, that are going to be there. Just look at Ben Affleck, Jason Momoa, Henry Cavill. They aren't on the list either, and there's a strong possibility that they could show up too for the Zack Snyder Justice League panel. So we'll have to wait and see. But Val Kilmer will be there, I'm sure, to talk about Batman Forever, and hopefully he hints, or even he's talked about in some capacity, about the Schumacher cut, because if he talks about it, then that's a good sign in the right direction. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Will you support this? Give a like, comment, subscribe, and always remember, guys, until next time, the Joel Schumacher cut is artistic integrity, just in a different form.